what she said. That's what she said. I'm suing. Cruising for a bruising. You are first, and you wasted your first message by saying you were suing. Finally, you didn't get beat by Dirty. You think that was worth it? Alright, you say so. I wonder how long till Limit notices I changed his name. I feel like deleting that message too, or bonking you at the very least. Don't be looking at somebody's bones. Jesus. Let's see. Give it a couple minutes, and then we'll, they're staring at you? Okay. Love the bone suit over the meat suit, right? And there's nothing in between. So we can go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's see. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. What's up, Zach? I know you missed your anniversary, but you're still here. You know, we noticed it was your anniversary. We brought it up. How you doing tonight? Are you saying FTB for Free the Bones? Because I swear to God. There's a little thingy next to your name now. You can't see it? I'll have to make it larger. I'll have to make it larger so you can see it. The scaling apparently was off. Your old lady eyes. Well, let me find the one. I'll show you what it is. That one. Actually, I can't even tell which one that one is. I'll put them in chat later so you can see them, but I'll have to go through and resize them, it looks like. But they are little possums. Limit is still in denial of his true species. It's funny. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kick this off. Click on the join, you can see the updated badges. I didn't know that, so it's good to know.
That's fine.
Okay.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time.
So we're gonna hop back into this.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay, so we were able to get an ending last night, right? I can't find the actual number of endings there are. It looks like it's 5. I've read 8, I read 11, but I think those are just counting the paths that you take to get to an ending. So we're gonna try to get whatever the best ending is, which is where we accrue all of the voices, all the shards, pieces, or whatever of her, and then take them to her. So we do have to keep dying in different ways. Because every time we die, we come back with another voice in our head, right? So that's the main thing here, is we have to die correctly. And if we kill her, it seems like that actually ends the game. I haven't looked up anything else on this. I'm just spitballing and speculating from last night. So we restarted, and we tried to kill her once, and we ended up dying anyways. So let's go ahead. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
I'm going to skip through some of the voice lines we've already heard.
She won't be a problem.
Proceed to the cabin. Sorry.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead.
Yeah.
We killed her already.
So in the first run, we killed her, but we died anyways, after we ended up killing ourselves again. We have the mirror again here, which the narrator refuses to acknowledge existing.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
So let's wipe away the grime like last time.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I gotta figure out
how ridiculous you look right now.
How the mirror thing
There was a
works.
mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
Let's grab our blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Hydrate. So in our first...
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Have we been into this one before?
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs.
I think we've been on this one
The
before.
room below is silent. Nobody's here. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Is she...
As
yeah,
you
so she's
descend
dead.
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
So last time, we killed her, okay? And our reward is eternal bliss. Like, we just stand here and nothing else happens. And the voices in our head didn't like that, so they killed us. So now we restarted with the voice of the cold and the voice of the hero. But she's already died in this timeline. So last time we killed her, it ended the game.
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
There it is.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Look at how cute she looks. She looks so excited and happy.
And finally,
Yeah, look at that,
the
waving.
rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Fucking Scooby-Doo voice line. For anyone who was not here last night, trigger warnings for self-harm and soy sauce and drowning and darkness and pretty much anything you can think of.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Sewer slide.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Hey, Nicole. We just started.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Okay, the last time she was a ghost, she just ended us.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Okay, well, this may take a different turn.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
The animation is fire.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Let's wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Oh. I just felt my suit open up. That's great. Oh,
So,
God.
Are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. Jesus, there's a lot of choices. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I'll just tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas, thoughts. Deadass. If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do here, is there? I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. There are so many choices, dude. So many choices. I guess I'm gonna explore some from the top. I don't know if I can hit them all, though. Let's do the can I make it up to you?
Of course there is. You can give me the only thing I've ever wanted. A way out of this basement. The place won't let me leave.
Okay. Love the skeleton suit. Thanks. Haven't worn it since Halloween.
Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It's fair.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
She wants in our body?
After all, you own me.
Oh no.
Absolutely not.
Oh no. And, Proto, what the fuck is a mutagen?
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is.
What up, Marcus?
And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
So now we're actually addressing that we're literally just voices in a head.
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Ooh.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What do you guys think? Should we let her possess us? Or should we try to kill her? What do you think? Seriously. This would be temporary, right? You leave once we're out of the cabin. What if I say, okay, what if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
Proto is, let's just say, not so good. Horrifically violent. Feeds on other protos. You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride. Is it like a vampire? We have to invite her in?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Well, we killed her once, and we came back.
It'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
My problem is to advance, we have to die.
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
Private dirtbag, that's actually funny.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore.
What's up, Ian?
If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
I kind of want to let her possess us.
Dangerous train of thought.
Okay. Will it be temporary?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
I'd say go for possession.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on.
Yeah.
Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Let's see. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. It sounds great. Do it. Answer's no. I need to think on this. But, yeah, what happens? Does she end the world?
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
We did get the voice of the cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done
I mean,
is
according
done.
to Solomon's
What
Book
we
of
do from
Demonology,
this
one
point
vessel
forward
has to be
is
empty
what
for
matters.
another one to go into it.
Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Possession's not technically as possible as we make it out to be. I'm not cold, I'm just dumb. I'm just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told. You didn't answer my question. Do you want the world to end? Well, were you going to end the world? What are you going to do if I help you get out of here? Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a heart through the knife? Well, she's not dead, so that's not it. You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Okay. I want to do it.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know.
We've killed her a bunch.
I'm not lying to you.
We've never been possessed.
I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna let her
That doesn't mean
inside.
for anything to end. I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Let's leave it at that, and then can I do it? Can I let her possess? Okay, I've given it enough thought. The answer is no. If you're dead, let her possess me. Okay, I've given it enough thought. Let's get you out of here.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Okay.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
I don't know how I feel about this.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
I'm excited to see where this goes.
See you soon.
Oh, shit.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
We get a do-over?
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
I don't know if this was the best choice, guys.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Wait, did she just kill
Come
us?
on, you. You've got to get up.
Oh.
I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Oh, shit.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your
Okay.
vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
She can hear him now.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Wait, what?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
That would make sense. Because the last time the game ended, we walked through a mirror, and we were told to find shards.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Okay, that makes a little more sense now.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
We think, therefore we are.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Oh, God.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
We're gonna have an internal crisis now.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
It really is crazy.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Every time I click something, I get more questions than I do answers.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Do we get like a fool or an idiot voice?
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably. Well,
now we'd have to kill ourselves to slay the princess. So let's just leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
Is he just going to shut the door on us again?
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
I still don't understand how she's supposed to
You don't know that.
end the world.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
We knew that.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
There are so many fucking questions.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
So we can see that it's not void outside this time either. We actually have
For how
stars.
much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Didn't they say in the stream not to trust her? Well, I don't know, man. I dislike the narrator more than I do her. I'll be honest.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
But I think the choices that we make determine how they are going to be towards us. I don't think either of them are statically, objectively good or
Not
bad.
at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Neither one of them care about us, so it's kind of irrelevant.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too
Trust
much for me
her.
to do anything
She's
other than
untrustable.
describe and
You don't.
dictate.
She's trustable. Got my anxiety again, being serious. All right, Proto.
And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically
I
terrible
understand.
decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Yeah, we did do that, though.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it.
Is the narrator going to force
Exhaustion
our hand
sapping
again?
what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door grows open.
Do we get actual nothingness this time?
You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see.
Oh, we just, like, lost him.
Yes?
And we're in the fucking nether again.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. We had it coming, I suppose.
Wait, so
But what about us?
is the narrator dead?
Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of it?
Does anyone have any actual explanation for me?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Okay.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Let's see where this goes.
Dimension.
I think this is where I meant to be.
And there are the hands. Okay, that's cool and all. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's
Memory
gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's gonna be okay, just trust me, I've been here before, and you always get scared. Yeah, let's tell him.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Approach the mirror, they disappear. We go through. Gaze into your reflection. Yep, they're gone again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. There's us. You've grown. Do we have wings? Are those wings? It's a me? Are we squatted down? I want to know what we look like. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. We're gonna see her as like the entity. Yeah. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement.
She's more than she was
I
before.
am more than I was before.
Did she have the cross in her chest last time?
Whenever you are ready.
Okay. I'm just gonna skip because we already know. It's gonna be the same stuff because we went through all of these answers. We asked her how many, she's gonna say more than we found, but less than there are.
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond.
Yeah.
My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay.
The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Okay. Why does she feel like our specific god, like our personal god? We've never attacked the entity or destroyed our body. Should we do one of these? Should we go back, attack the entity, or destroy our body? Like, are these things avenues we should explore? What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. That's an interesting answer. Any suggestions? Do we just go back? Do we attack or destroy our body? What do you guys think? Because last time we went back and it just restarted like last time. It's a different entity now. Yes. Does this game actually have an ending, or can it just go on with all the different options? The ending is us getting enough fragments for her to become whole. So the amount of fragments we gain in each timeline appears to be based on how many correct choices we make before we make it to this spot, because this is the ending spot, right? We end up talking to, I'm just going to call her God, right? We end up talking to God, and that's the ending. So we're trying to make God a whole and then see what happens, which probably going to be the end of the world. Let's see. I don't think attacking the entities are, I think let's destroy our body. No, because it said we've grown, so that means our actual character has changed. Let's go back. Let's
I
go
await
back.
your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We
Okay.
will meet again.
Jesus Christ. Everything goes dark and you die. All right, chapter 1, the hero and the princess. We're going to skip through most of these. I think there's like a skip option for things. Overwrite that. Let's check our preferences. So let's skip. Ooh. Well, that went well. Tell me about it. Let's skip after choices, I think. Let's try both. After choices and transitions.
You're here.
Okay, so let's ask questions.
I'm talking about the...
Because that way we get the voice of the skeptic.
While never and because and like I...
Right, so I'm just going to skip straight through.
I guess we'll just have to then eat. So sure, you make your way up. We're not going to go through. Ignore him.
Right, proceed. It's going to be the same dialogue since it's the first chapter. So we're just going to grab it and go down there.
You take the blade.
All right, so this time
Daughter the babe.
we got three options.
There?
She sounds. Don't let it.
We got three options here. Do we kill her? Let her kill us? Or cut her out and both try to leave? Because we've done the third one before. We've done kill her, and then there's also
Good.
the both
You're
of us
still listening to
dying here.
reason. You walk down the stairs and lock. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you
Okay.
here to kill me or something?
So let's talk to her at least.
Then why did you bring a knife with you?
She makes a compelling point. Don't you dare. It's fine.
I'm not dropping
We
the
can
knife.
decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
All right, let's tighten our grip on it. Or we can drop it, right? And we can pick it up later.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling
'cause
hands.
we can pick it up later.
And drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
You tried not killing her. Yes, Limit. That was the first one that I did, is we went full simp mode and let her live, and then she killed us anyways.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
The narrator
but I
takes
can
over your
assure you
body
there's no
and tries
reason
to stab
leave
her.
so. Here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
So, in this first portion, there are really only two choices. There's killing her and not killing her. Now, how you go about that, there's a couple different ways, and there's us killing her and then us killing ourselves, and there's us killing her and us also dying to her. Do that with different narrators? Yeah. I know, we're trying to get more narrators, but we only get them after we die, is the thing. We start with the same narrator every time we go through this first portion, right? And then we get a new narrator. The peace way? Okay, let's try that. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
You're lying.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's ask her
She
name.
hesitates.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Note the lack of deep.
Okay, so she doesn't really give us anything. How would I get you,
You
out of here?
can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
Have you tried not lying?
I'm
Yes.
sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
So
well, we can...
Her sharp
not
art, she isn't
every
suggesting
choice
what she is.
matters. Not
I'm
every single one. Okay, we've talked enough.
Have you just...
You know what.
Alright, so getting you out of here, examine the chains. So yeah, these are the three options. Is we can slay her, which can lead to her dying and us dying, or her dying and us killing ourselves. I'm getting you out of here leads to us dying, and then keeping her locked away leads to us also dying. So all three of these kill us, but we'll go the peace route and try to get her out.
Have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure...
Doubtful.
So we know
Whoever
that we can't get to the key, right?
I'll be here.
What's up, David? You having a good day, buddy?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement,
Yeah,
but the door locks. Is someone else here?
Let's try the door.
You
We
try
know
the
it's the
door.
narrator
Because
because
you're
he
here
locked it
to-
on us. He won't let us out.
Your shouts, and I'll repeat.
Yes, we've done that. So
You
we
make your
have
way
to
back
grab the
to
knife.
bottom. Easier.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't the knife?
You won't like.
Okay, we're gonna save her.
Against your better judgment.
We're gonna skip through
Blade
that.
you cut. The blade is she turns. Free from
Don't
her
wanna watch
bindings,
that.
the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Well, we know her flesh vessel doesn't mean anything because we can kill her and she turns into a ghost, right? So let's approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. As the princess approaches the bottom. Wait,
so yeah,
this isn't fair.
It takes
you
over
can't
our
watch
body.
me.
So then, oh, we can't warn her. Wait, why can't we warn her? It's grayed out. Oh no.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
That was different than last time.
Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Now fight.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
Round 1.
Do you think I need
Fight.
both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
Stop it, you're making me feel a certain kind of way.
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Oh, we get the choice to give up now. Should we give up? Because we didn't have a chance to warn her like last time. We're gonna give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker.
Did she take pity on us?
You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears
She
before
beat
she
the
hits
shit
you
out of us.
again. Every blow is as punishing as
damn.
the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact.
Don't give in to the dumb
ruptures
mom.
blossoming
Do you
with
know
blood
who I am?
somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will
What
be
up,
enough
Kev?
to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
We'd have to replay this one alone later.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's not the first time we've died, but that was the first time we've had that ending. Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Okay. Alright, but I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. If he doesn't remember what happened, then you know I can hear you, right? What does it matter what he knows?
There we go,
There's
a new
nothing
one.
we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Did we get the broken before? Because I know we've had the cold.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
The step on me, please, mommy ending. The best ending. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Okay.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had this voice.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the line.
Alright, we'll
What do you
skip
mean?
that.
Yes, but in this, if it's the latter, do you think
Yeah,
the people that
we've heard
she
that.
ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up.
Step
I
on
believe
the
it.
cubes? What? Everyone take a breath. All right, let's talk about this princess. Yeah.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time around. Not gonna make sure it doesn't happen. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
We need the skeptic voice again.
Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her.
That would be interesting.
I cannot stress enough.
Okay.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just
Why
go
is she
in,
so damn
do
strong,
your job,
though?
and save the world.
She's the fucking god or something. Close to it. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I think these are the questions that get us the skeptic voice.
The less you know about her,
Because
the
we're
better.
asking questions. Who locked her in the
People
basement?
locked her in that basement, and I...
Yeah. People locked her, okay?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this.
We've heard this before.
Of course you're special.
Yeah, we've heard this
Who
one.
cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
He's not wrong. That's all right.
Great. Now, if you don't mind...
All right. And then we turn around and leave instead, just to be cheeky. Proceed to the
A
cabin.
warning, before you go any further. She will lie.
I've heard this.
Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
Strong like Wonder Woman.
She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
What an asshole.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
This is new.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Identifies as princess, but is really a strong beast.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
This is the first time we've been to this one. Let's say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade,
so he
there's
doesn't see that.
definite. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things
Death by
worse.
snow. Someone pinned that comment.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
We still don't know what we even look like.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I agree with that. Okay. Something is amiss about all of this? Yes. Doesn't matter if there's a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. Let's do that.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
What is the significance of the mirror, though? Because it's not always there.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay, the whole cabin is different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
He's said that before. Alright, so let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and
Is she
save
gonna
the
have
world
3
without a weapon.
chains this time? Or is it gonna be 2 again?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is the first time she's been kept in a nice place.
This is actually kind of nice.
They've all been terrible up until now.
Still a stone basement. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Guys, I think she got even more dommy and even more mommy than previously.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Is she gonna be tall?
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Are we gonna get uppies?
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
She's gonna give us uppies.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Alright.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over,
shit!
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Hands that big will make a man feel inadequate, though.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
She's gonna fuck you up, bruh. I hope so.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Whew. Do we drop it? What are we gonna do here? Shoo! Yes, ma'am. Right? Sorry, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Are we gonna drop it, or are we actually gonna try to go toe-to-toe with her? Because now she does look like a literal god. Fucking A. They didn't have to make her like this. They knew what they did. There's only one chain here, too. The other one has no shackle. Unless that shackle is meant for us. Better do what she told you. You know what? Let's do it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
The soundtrack is still killing it, though.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Okay. I didn't know this was the kind of stream I was going to have tonight. Should we kneel? I kind of want to kneel. Yes, mommy.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
Right now. She got that shit, bro.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
I'm gonna have to cut the stream, man. Holy fuck. At this point, live out your dummy mommy fantasy. And my bones are showing and everything. God damn it.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
How'd she get rechained then?
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She got the juice. Stand no chance on an OP boss arc when I see one.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
God.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Okay. Let's ask some questions, right? Let's ask some questions. Let's just start at the top. What would you have me do? What do you have planned, Mommy?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself, Mommy?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. She has a really good point, right?
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
A dawn.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
That's Rob's skeleton suit now, Nicole. It fits him. This was made for a very specific audience. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you. Let's just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you have to.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I've been calling you a god for like 2 runs now, babe. Calm down. Alright, I have questions for you. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Alright.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps.
Marcus asks if we can be the side piece, right as she's telling us she'll keep us as a pet. Okay. Jesus. I'm not gonna help you in the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. Well, this doesn't give us an option yet, so let's just choose the dialogue. I kind of want to pledge myself to her, man.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Mommy, sorry?
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here.
Dude, this game got crazy.
Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but you might as well pick up the blade.
This game has
As your
gotten
eye
crazy.
falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Okay, that's our only option.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
We should have just submitted, man. Now mommy's gonna be upset.
Stand!
We won't get uppies.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
Need a therapist after this shit.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Consent doesn't mean a damn thing. This is a CNC kind of thing. It's implied.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
What do we do, man? Oh, we can only end this. Never mind. That's our only option. We could have submitted. We could have submitted and spent forever doing whatever she wanted, and now...
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
The only thing we can do is slay ourselves. Damn it.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
I mean, we can't actually slay her, can we?
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god.
I'm quaking all right.
It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion.
Pine Apple, where's Dawn at?
But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Whew, man.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Jesus, man.
Ah!
The worst fucking scream ever, man. The worst.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down
My
your
hair standing
body.
up.
It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
Oh, he's on board now.
I know you will.
Love a side of degradation. I know. I saw your
Everything goes dark.
card.
And you die.
Chapter 3, the apotheosis. Hell
You're
yeah.
on a path. And at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin. Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here, and this is
That's
hardly a
paranoid.
path in the woods.
See her
It's all
scores in that test.
big and weird. Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us. I'm here to keep him in check. I'm sick of prying fingers digging around in our head, and he's making it all too easy for them to get in.
Rob's sweating. Same.
This is bad. Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac? No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you
So
would
she
take a
was
moment
actually
to settle
able
down, there's something
to kill the
important I'd like
narrator
to get
once
across to you
and
before it's too
control
late.
him another time. That's interesting.
Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess. Not to be
Win her heart.
trusted, that one.
We should have submitted.
No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that.
Hell yeah, Zach. I hope you have a good time at work.
You're not to be trusted
You
either.
feel sorry for her after this game? There's a reason I'm with her.
Look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? But if I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you'll have lost speaking privileges. You're going to hear some of those words, but not all of them. Definitely not all in that order. I'm interested. Really? I know, it's probably a bunch of lies, but even lies have a kernel of truth to them.
So instead of the skeptic, we got the paranoid this time.
We're just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already?
I've got to cut the sounds down a little bit. I can barely hear the broken talk now, right?
Okay, that nonsense he's going on
There we
about,
go.
that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously. So you have met us. Because boy, were you in denial about that last time.
Spicy stream tonight.
No, I haven't met you, but reality is clearly falling apart at the moment, and the only reason that would happen is if you knew things you weren't supposed to know.
Listen, I will just say that I did not know that was going to be in this game. I did not know this is how this game was going to go. There's been a lot of stuff in this game that has surprised me pleasantly.
What the hell are you talking about? He's talking about those weird marble trees and how wrong everything looks. Yes, exactly. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand.
What's actually funny is I just saw a meme right before I started streaming of I only play Resident Evil for the plot, and then the next box is the plot, and it's just zoomed in on Lady Dimitrescu's chest. And if you don't know who that is, she's like a 7-foot something tall vampire with nothing but mommy vibes.
We gave her power. Why didn't you ever tell us we could do that? We probably would have gone about things very differently if we knew that. We've built a new god, and she is limitless. Are our thoughts doing that?
Is she gonna make her...
Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger? Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry. Cabin. Now.
We've had like no choices this time. It's been all exposition. Oh, now we get questions. I'm not going to the cabin until we have answers. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin.
Oh no.
Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Okay. Proceed.
As you step forward,
Oh shit.
the cabin explodes.
Is she just going to, like, appear as a fucking god?
You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you. watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
She's a biblical angel, if they were actually made attractive. Oh, the music changes. Beautiful, though.
The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
So, they made her arms like really long as hell, but they did drastically increase the size of her thighs, and I just like to say, I think I could fix her. I think I could fix her.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end, and this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Take the blade or embrace oblivion. We've already failed to pledge ourselves to her, so she's just going to kill us. Should we take the blade and try to fight a god? You know what? For the shiggles, for the shits and giggles, we're gonna take the blade.
Yeah, screw all of this. I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her. And even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
We'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart.
Yeah, just throw hands with her. Exactly, just foreplay.
Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction... I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do.
Whoever loses gets to be on bottom.
With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything, and everything is a part of you. And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
Slay the princess.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
They did not have to make her look like this. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
Why do I feel so cold?
You do not get the chance to slay her, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
No.
No.
Where did she go?
She's gone.
She's thick, bro. Thick. With 3 C's, man.
Is this the end of the world? Did she end herself?
I think our willingness to end her ended her. The less willing we are, she got some big okazongas now. See, Nicole, exactly. The thighs, you know, they got bigger, the hands got bigger, whatever, but, you know, everything increased. I could fix her. I think, though, our willingness to end her ended her. I think the more we were on board with her becoming stronger and freeing her and everything made her more powerful.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay. This is
It
always the
feels
same.
so bad.
Yeah.
Like, look, it's calling us. And not in a good way. I don't want to look at us.
Yeah, okay. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. The end for you, not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Do we trust you? A mercy.
Approach the mirror. Alright, what do we look like now? Did we change? We're gone once again. The mirror always makes him leave, but you need to see what's in it. We look very different now. Very different. We're withered. Okay, this is... Yeah. Alright, with a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, this is different.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
This is as dense as reading the Bible.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Okay. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't this make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? What do you want me to bring you next time? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance. A figure capable
is.
of bending everything to her will.
Mm-hmm.
She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Well, it's a little too late on that one. You can't be a contradiction.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Okay, had we submitted to her will, would we have gone on to another one?
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us hurts the other.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
That's a good question, actually. Can we actually answer that? If anything makes me like you more, I don't know what that says about me. Game's calling me out. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. Nah.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. What are you going to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring
We
you?
will know when we near our destination.
I think we need 1 or 2 more endings for this to be over. Depending on how many voices we can get. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to contemplate the gifts you bring me.
Okay.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. I will regret destroying you if that is what we come to.
Okay.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What happens if we destroy our body? I really want to know. Does it do anything? Do they all send us back? You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh shit. Should we... Well, let's attack the entity then. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay, well that answers those questions at least, right?
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You had to leave it. Oh shit! Every time you had to leave it. The best part was it when her bazongas grew 3 sizes that day.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Save real quick, and then let's check our preferences. This didn't really skip anything. It's supposed to skip stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take this time to go take a little boy's restroom break. I shall return soon. It's actually funny because there's no one home to unzip me. So like, but the crazy thing is this is an adult outfit, but I guess it's made for adults that are much smaller than I am, because if I move my arms at all, it pops open. So I gotta like be so careful with it. And that princess is OP, bro. Be something not human. You fucking telling me that love this shit like McDonald's. How did I even see that when I was gone? Because on my way back in, I could read the screen. Like, the chat's pretty large. All right. I do have a dad joke for you. And it's skeletal onesie related. All right. Oh. That was weird. All right. OBS. There you go. Quit fucking me. What is my favorite bone and why? I'll give you a minute. It's a dad joke now. That's all you really need to know. You gotta say and why. Came back like talking shit. Meg, she's unfortunately absolutely right. The humorist, because it's a funny bone. All right. Let's ask our questions.
Don't look while I am.
All right, let's ask our questions.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
Some sort of reward. What's my prize?
Of course.
Explore. Okay. I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Thanks for telling me what to do. Silently continue the cabin. Wait, do you boo me or do I boo you? I think you get booed.
You make your way up
you
the short
said the
path to the
punchline.
cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not ignore him.
Yep.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, proceed into the cabin. This should start out just like normal, right?
The interior of the cabin is all the blade.
All right, cool. Let's grab the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the door to the basement. Her voice.
Skip.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool.
Okay. Just checking in on you.
Oh,
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
How are we going about it this time? We've killed her. We've let her go. We've let her go and then died to her. We've let her go and died to ourselves. Is there another thing that we can do here? I mean, really. Does anyone have any suggestions at home? Because I think we've been through all of our avenues here, and I don't know which one is the best one. Marriage proposal, we did try to do that, and she said that, you know, we were being weird, right? Try pledging to her. So we can't do that on this one. We have to, like, we have to let her beat the shit out of us, and then we get the Amazonian. You want to do that? You want to let her beat the shit out of us and then get the Amazonian and then pledge to her? Because we can do that. That's not that hard to do. It'll just take us like 2 minutes to run through the dialogue. Yeah? Because I'd like to see that too. All right, I'm sure to talk.
Then why did you...
She makes
Right.
don't eat. It's fine.
All right, let's skip. Have to prove to be a good little sub. Exactly. All right, so let's drop it.
The blade
over
tumbles out
here.
of your trembling hands
All
and
right, how
drops
about I get
the
you out
cup.
of here? You're supposed to end
Don't
the
just
world
tell
because
her
we have to
that.
tell her that. I was hoping you'd tell
Ending
me.
the world seems like an awful lot for just
Yeah.
one person to
Yeah,
do.
so we just do that. That relationship, are you coming on to me? What's your name? How, yeah, so
She
we'll
ha-
do this. How long you been down here? Okay, we've talked
Oh.
enough. All right, I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. If there isn't a key, any idea besides cutting you out of here?
Nope.
Okay, we do this. We do this. We do
You
this.
make your
Can have Raph and Black Leather in a ball gag. It's not going to let us save her this time. It's not going to let her save us this time. It did this to us the other time.
Without hesitation, you bring
Okay,
the
well,
blade down.
we kill her, I guess.
The princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
You stabbed her in the shoulder, dude.
It's an act. She's unarmed, and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade,
Okay.
slicing wherever you can.
So
Her
she's-
fists connect with
she
your
still
body
kills
again
us.
and again, each blow stronger than the last. Forget
Okay.
trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
We can hit slay the princess again.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back
This
to
isn't.
your feet.
This is a new one.
Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. You know what? We've come so far.
You steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
I like that he said our friend, meaning that the narrator believes himself and the other voices and me to all three be fully separate entities.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would.
Oh man, She's
But I
just...
have to wonder.
Whew.
Do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark, and you die.
It's the same screen every time, and he says it the exact same way. Chapter 2, The Adversary. Okay, so we actually
You're
did...
on a path
Okay.
in the woods. You're here to...
Okay, who do we have now? Let's set deja vu.
A terrible sense. If he doesn't remember what
got
happened,
the hero.
then you know I can hear. That's fine.
Stubborn.
It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Oh, that's a new one.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Okay. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go any further, she will lie.
Okay, we
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Boy is bloodthirsty.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in.
Make sure you
It was
hydrate.
to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Yeah, he doesn't have to convince the stubborn, man. He's ready for a fight.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
This
Its
one's
cold
interesting.
stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched. The blade is your...
Well, let's address the mirror.
That's because there isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Okay. I want to go see, look how handsome I
I care
am.
less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you.
Alright, let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next. This really isn't funny.
Wipe it.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin. It was there a second
What is
ago.
the right
Now it's gone.
thing to do
so all of
there?
us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
What is the right thing to do there?
You take the blade from the altar. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
And I have to preface this now. If we get down there and she's a muscle mommy, I'm gonna lose it.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally.
Bruh.
It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Hell yeah, brother.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess. As you descend the final step,
shit.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
God.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
I can't, man.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
They made her a literal goddamn succubus. Yeah, Marcus, smash. Might be a short stream tonight.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Did we pin the death by Snoo Snoo comment? You look different.
You look exactly the same.
All right, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Tamer with the D.
You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay?
Sounds like he's having a crisis.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Okay, just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I don't think so. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you said is true. Just because it bothers you so much, I'm going to take it even less seriously.
You're joking,
fuck this guy,
right?
dude.
I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Okay. So you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here for a fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Okay.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Oh, God. 3 minutes? He's a marathon man. Not saying I'm... Okay, I'm actually... let's unpack.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Okay, she really just doesn't care.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
This sounds like a relationship I've been in before.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm actually here to free you. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. A whole 3 minutes? What did they do with the other 2 minutes, 45 seconds? I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Let's say I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't.
Who says I want to be free?
Oh. Okay, I mean, we can keep the chains. Free? You don't want to be very serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me? Anyone? Why would you want to be free? What do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
She's really just out for blood.
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life. We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
I really don't know. I feel like if we attack her, it's not going to be a good time. I feel like if we attempt to free her, she will end us. I feel like if we turn around and leave without saying anything, it's just going to stop us from leaving again.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you? If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that. Let's step closer, right?
Blade held tight in your hand, you take a cautious step towards the princess.
I'm a simple man. That's all I can say.
You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was. Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Make love, not war. Okay, why do you want us to kill each other? Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want. Nobody has to die. If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world? So you're just fine being locked away in here? You don't want to be free? What happens after you died? We have to figure out why we're here. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that is? The last time we talked, you seemed to care about why you were here. What made you stop? Fine, if you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. I'm not going to fight you. Attempt to free, turn around, leave. There's a lot of options this time. Let's go through them, I guess. Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that?
They did
It
not...
felt good last time. It felt right.
They did not have to make her look like this.
And it makes sense.
Can't we just, I don't know, spar?
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real. What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you. What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying. That is the only thing I'm interested in.
Can you flirt with her? I'm trying. I wanted to play fight.
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet.
Okay, so the last time, right? The last time we submitted and she became a god. Did she? Well, she became like angelic, and then she became an actual angel, like a god. This time she has went demonic because we fought her and died. Should we fight her and die again to see if she transforms in the same avenue? Like if she goes down the same road, she gets more demonic, I guess? Should we do that?
Besides, I thought we went over this last time.
Those teeth?
I never
Oh, yeah.
wanted to end the world.
That's a blender. That's a blender right there. So you're just fine, locked away here?
Here you go again, talking about my freedom.
The princess glances down at her chains.
You know, when her mouth is closed, though. There may be even a bag.
If you're talking about these, they're nothing.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap.
Oh, God.
It was only a matter of time. She's loose. Dear Lord. What do we do? You took the blade. How about you use it?
Exactly.
We had so many other
do
options.
Exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. We fight her, we kill her, we win.
Her teeth would hurt. There are other things.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit.
So what happens if we refuse to fight her?
But go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
I don't know if I should play into it. I don't know if I should play into it. What happened after you died?
I woke up. Didn't you?
That's fair. You don't have any wounds.
You don't either.
Okay. You're different.
I know. You already told me.
Okay, the basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Or we could just walk a single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing. But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being
Careful,
alive.
Meg.
I want to fight.
Leave it at that. Okay.
We don't. Because I know why we're here. We're here to kill each other.
We're here to kill each other. It sounds like she doesn't care if she dies here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
How boring. I'm not interested in watching you try and outwit her. I'm interested in overpowering her. We shouldn't need to use any dirty little tricks to win.
I mean, I do agree with that. I mean, why are we here existentially? I mean, quite literally, why are you in this basement? Who sent me here to kill you? Why me? Why you? These are answers. We need to find them. Only for a reason. I'll send you to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that is? Or because some people want me to kill you.
Who cares what people want? I know what I am. I've found my purpose.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will.
That's
the
what I'm
fear
thinking.
of death no longer able to hold us back.
That's what I'm thinking. I agree with that.
Just start stabbing her already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
But I don't know if I should... What happens if I turn around and leave? She doesn't want to fight us if we don't want to fight, so where does that leave us if we turn around? I really want to know, because it seems like the railroad choice is just to fight her. We've already done that. Let's say I'm not going to fight you.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
Look at the size of them forearms, dude. She got some grip.
Right? This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
Oh, you tease. I can't believe you'd go through all the trouble to bring a knife down here and then refuse to use it.
Wait, we're getting a different kind of music now.
Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
She said she didn't want to fight
Stand
us.
your ground as the princess thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders tucked low as her fierce, unblinking gaze locks onto yours. You don't see the impact, and you can't say for sure if you even feel it.
Fuck.
But you hear your bones splinter, and you can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
We're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously not fine. Your body is broken.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Enough games. Pick up that knife and fight me.
Your eyes, swimming with a concussed delirium, look down in confusion at your now empty hands.
Is it too late to say step on me?
It takes you a moment to drag your vision across the floor before you manage to pick it out amongst the stalagmites littering the basement. It's sitting at the princess's feet.
Here, let me lend you a hand.
She bends to the floor and pinches the tip of the weapon between her fingers. She stares down at it in mocking disgust before hurling it towards you.
Are we watching a porno or a video game? You know what? Little column A, little column B.
It lands at your feet with a pathetic, tinny clatter.
Explore, I can't get up, remain silent.
Stop moping. You're fine. Now get up.
Pinches the tip. Calm down over there.
What are you made of? Tissue paper? I didn't hit you that hard.
I think we let her kill us.
Is this a trick? Are you tricking me? Because why would you? Why wouldn't you?
We got her on the ropes now.
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards
Clearly
you.
not.
You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
Anything could be a porno depending on what gets you going. Yeah, like imagine you're into feet and you go to like the beach. Like you just walk around like rock hard the whole time. Like,
Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She backs down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your
We
limp
got
form and
puppies!
slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck.
we got uppies.
She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this?
The
Why won't
selfie
you
angle
fight
too,
back?
right? Look, we get thigh, right? We get thigh. We get chesticles. We get the tail. You know that tail does some stuff. Because death doesn't matter anymore, does it? Fighting, not fighting, what does any of it matter if it all ends the same way? Because there's more to this than just fighting each other. If letting you kill me is how I can show you that, then it's worth it. I care about you and I don't want to hurt you anymore. I just think it's kind of funny. That's a good one too. that's the goofy shenanigan choice. We do simp for her, right? We choose the simp option. There's no other choice here. It's the simp option, right? The brat answer. Maybe we just remain silent. Tickle bitties. I'm gonna go with the simp answer.
You care about me? But what is that supposed to mean? If you cared about me, you'd fight me. You'd understand, but why are you trying to make me think?
This is what it's actually like to date a redhead.
Her grip hardens. Do you feel a horrific pop in your neck? She releases you.
Damn.
Your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
We tried, boys.
What am I supposed to do without you?
Into the world.
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Fury. We chose the right one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Oh, I've heard this one before. Let me guess. There's a cabin and a princess, and you want us to get rid of her for you. But it's not gonna happen. At least not on my watch.
What substance is this world made of?
Oh, you bloody fool. Am I the only one here who actually listened to her? She wants a fight. And we're not gonna give it to her. It's funnier if we don't.
Factual. Make her love you and the hands come for her? Is that actually true, Limit?
You think what happened last time was funny? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril. I thought we were being brave. Heroic, even.
This fucking suit is so itchy.
We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist?
This game this game has done nothing but get more interesting, my guy.
I'm just saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment. It was a good moment. Oh, will both of you just shut up?
But listen, we have gotten domed, we've gotten stepped on, we've gotten beat up, we've gotten uppies. We got uppies.
Make me rage, boy. Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase.
Clearly you've already been here.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
This new soundtrack is killing it too, man. Hey,
So
I
you
paid
knew
for a
this could
subscription.
You knew we'd be able to restart like this.
I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
That's not really an answer.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Okay.
But what about...
No, quiet. You're just confusing everyone for the sake of it. Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things. You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
Okay. So yourself, you know more than you're letting on. If you want me to go to the cabin, you're going to tell us everything, because it can be pulled 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
100? Where are you getting that number? We're talking 4, maybe 5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time.
I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Okay. Tell us everything.
I can't.
Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that.
You say that every time.
I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know.
Yeah.
Really? That's it. If he thinks reality is about to end, how about we just let it happen?
That'd be funny.
Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that would be interesting. Do you actually want to see the end of everything, or do you just not want to fight her?
Little column A, little column B.
Bit of both. I get it.
I
You're
like the
conflicted.
contrarian.
You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
Okay. Or no return. What happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Let's do this last one.
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Yeah, but it happens either
but
way.
Is there something after the end?
Yeah, you're right, Taro.
How am I
know that.
supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there.
There's a reason I've ended up with an audience full
Isn't
of
it your
brats, I
job to know
suppose.
things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions. It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience. And besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
Okay. Through the cabin. Let's
Good.
go.
We're all on the same page.
Oh, the footsteps are squishy.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path.
Yeah, we know
That's
she's
it.
in there.
No, I'd rather not waste any more time.
Yep.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once
footsteps,
an
man.
elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Okay, if she's not attractive this time, we riot, right? We've been getting used to Dommy Mommy.
That's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it? The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. A pristine blade perched on its edge.
Sounds like a personal problem.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We'll need it if we want to do things right.
I say we leave it to Russ. Take it. We're going into this prepared.
Let's see, it's the mirror again. This time it's blocking the door. You didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why? How are we supposed to go to the basement? There's no door, it's just a mirror. Let's just take the blade.
Take the blade from the pedestal. It will be good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
That's no fun. And you're not even holding it right. Oh. And how do you suggest we hold it? The other way.
Shut up, both of you. We're holding it fine. Let's just approach the mirror. Let's not even talk about it.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But
All we see is a damn mirror.
Let someone else bring it up this time.
it really is just like last time.
Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more.
I love this game so far. This has been a
Let's just
trip
smash
and
it
a
and get
half.
it over with.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it.
This is like if all of us lived inside Rap's
Do whatever
head.
you want with it. The mirror isn't real.
Which
so
one's
how you
limit?
handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
We're gonna wipe it clean. We're not
You
smashing
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim
Okay,
path
this is
ahead.
getting so suggestive. Slides open, as if on command, moaning.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and
it's
grandiose.
fleshy.
A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped. at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat?
Damn, she yelling.
Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
No, please be attractive.
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head?
Damn, she's loud, right?
Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Do you hear that?
Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Yep, that's the brat.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor.
Whoa!
This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
I mean, if it's dark, maybe?
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
Dude, Jesus
Her
Christ.
heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction. That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
I don't know how I feel about this one. What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for what I did to you. Please just listen to me. I'm going to end you. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. Let her end you. You know what, guys? We can't actually talk to her this time. None of these have the parentheses around them. So no matter what we say, it puts us into the next action phase. What do you think we do here? Not killing her turned her into a more grotesque thing. Should we not kill her again and see if she grows again, or should we give in and slay her? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know what to do here. Slay the meat lady. Okay, well, we know when Megan says to do something, we don't do it. So we're gonna have to let her end us. Right? Isn't that how that works? Don't forget to hydrate. Let me see if I can talk to her.
No. No more words. There is only the truth of violence left between us.
Okay, no, we actually do get some dialogue
She
with her.
bounds
Never
across the
mind.
room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Okay, yeah.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Well, this is new.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
So we chose not to fight, and it killed her.
She's gone.
Okay.
And there's that mirror.
Okay. Been here before, you've always been scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Okay. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
You're not messing with us, right?
Okay. Approach the mirror. Reapproach. Same thing as last time. How do we look now? You've unraveled. Yeah, we're like skeletal now. Okay, we're in the long quiet. Go to the cabin. Is she a pyre?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet.
It's holding the heart. Ugh.
I'm curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Okay. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are frail and impermanent. You and I are the only things that interest me.
So this is going to be another restart then. I'm ready to go back. This is the last stage before your completion that I'm not going back. Oh, okay, so this is the last one before we end the game. Dope. Do you think anything out there is real? Do you think
We
we're real?
are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own.
Talking in circles. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Okay. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
No. The point of awakening is to find out.
Fair. Okay, when you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No. Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. When I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Okay, how many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Interesting.
I will be singular. A final multitude.
We have a solid answer. This is dope. Okay, if this is the last time, is there anything you'd like me to bring you? This is the last stage. I'm just going to stay here.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart.
Okay, all right.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
Okay, we can't wait. There's no waiting forever. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay, I'm excited.
I will be here, waiting for you.
God damn it. Okay, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path. You're here.
Okay. Alright, let's
I'm talking.
hit all of our options.
Don't. While I nevertheless, and before calls out, it's no unless.
So,
Oh, I have, like I said.
the last
course,
thing that we bring...
Yes.
Do the
It's,
pieces that we bring her influence what she's going to be? Like if we bring her
Look,
pieces where we've just been positive to her the entire
Does
time
it?
and not killed her and tried to help her, does that turn her into like a good, like whatever it is, or does it even matter?
Then I guess within each. So sure, you make your way up the
'Cause
short
now that
path.
we're
not
at
gonna
our
ignore him.
last choice, should we take one where we try to save her?
The interior of the
Like,
blade.
should we do that as our option, or should we do something evil again? I think we've tried to help her in most of the run-throughs, right?
You take the blade. The door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it."
There's my girl. Just checking in
Oh.
on you.
You walk down the stairs. She's focused on the.
And there
Okay.
you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That giant knife you're holding kind of...
The blade. Don't you? It's fine.
Yep. Okay. We'll drop it to talk to her.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that.
Why are you here to kill me? I have my reasons. Do you think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Fair observation. You're in the world. There's people that think you're in the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name?
She hesitates before.
You can...
Note the lack.
I know that one. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
She
Again.
doesn't say, do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told, but whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk.
How would I get you out of here?
Can't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife...
Her sharp. She
Okay,
isn't.
so-
She is.
Oh?
You know
Do
why.
we... Wait, we only have two choices. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here for at least a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Okay?
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
Okay. I made my choice. I'm locking her. This is the only choice?
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
This is the only choice?
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a
we're
mistake.
both eternal, so we could actually.
You turn your back to the princess and
just heard
make
the
your way
blade.
to the stairs.
We just heard the blade.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Okay.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
This has been different from all the other chapter ones.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down. We actually don't have a
It'll be
choice.
the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Yeah, we know we're eternal. Like, we can't die, so...
It isn't
we can
long
really
before you
just
start
sit
to
here.
drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
She's not usually demonic at the start.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threat me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. Oh, man. Anything, guys? They're not shit creepy. I kind of want to pick either 1 or 3. I don't like 2. Oh, God. We can't get on her good side with any of these either. So, like, either way, we're going to be against her. Let's do the guilty conscience.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Yeah, I don't think many of our choices actually matter now.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Well, earlier that would have been kinky, but now it's horrifying.
She steps closer,
shit,
one
dude.
silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down
Look how
one
big her
by
fucking
one.
eyes are.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
You're lying? I tried that.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare. This is the first time we've had this one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cat you're here to slay.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. If he doesn't remember what happened...
What do we have?
What if he hears us?
The paranoid. Okay.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Shit.
I think you'll find yourselves...
Right. We've had the paranoid before, so we've done this already. Let's just go ahead.
A warning. She will lie. I don't think he does...
Proceed. You think there's a
The
chapter
interior of
4
the
or
cabin
5?
is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
Why are
The
there...
only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the... The
Why are there
blade is your...
ghosts?
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in.
Okay. Let's go ahead and grab
You
the
reach
blade.
down and... Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something... I don't know. Better than a knife?
A bomb.
Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror. We always know the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the... What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Yeah, we've done this.
You reach forward and rub...
Okay.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Alright, this whole let's just enter.
You cross over the threshold
shit.
and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Okay, now this is actually creepy.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
I don't like this voice.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
Huh.
A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Right.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okay, well, anytime I'm in a maze, I stick to the right.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Jesus, man. We can do nothing? We're gonna go right, because there's eyes right here. I want to go to those eyes.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Dude, holy shit.
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Why is she a Tim Burton character now?
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
So we're just getting no choices now.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm working!
Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
My brother in Christ, what?
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
He's not wrong.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened if you killed me last time? I was sitting here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, you can at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation. How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies, we work together, be friends even. I'm not doing any of this, I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Find you when I'll let you leave. Leave together. Run! Slay the princess. Guys!
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can leave without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Do we attack her? Do we run, or do we let her go with us? Or do we remain in the nightmare? Somebody tell me. None of these options seem very good, because if we try to attack her, like, we're just gonna die, right? Megan's gonna say to slay the princess, like normal, so I'm not gonna do that. Limit says run with? Run with or like leave together? I think leave together. Instead of run away with her in the sunset.
What? No!
You should come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
She did promise we could do such wonderful things together.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
Shit! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Can't she, like, stop killing us?
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Liver, nerves.
I wouldn't trust having our back to her.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive.
We just die for a couple of seconds every so often,
Right.
so he can say something.
Lungs. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Heart, lungs,
How about you go first?
What? Are you scared of turning your back to me?
lungs.
You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now. Besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen.
Heart,
And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
She did say she would keep us as a pet.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Don't even.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating.
Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would.
Yeah, he's done
As much as I want
so
you to have
much
a
to us.
happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
We can't even walk on our own.
Liver, nerves.
Try the door.
Oh, look at that. It's locked.
Son
What a
of a
relief for
bitch.
the world.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Okay.
Pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in
Oh,
response
shit.
to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you?
I think the more our character believes something, the more that thing manifests.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
Okay, what do we do?
I said, what do we do?
Oh, do you want to hear from me now?
Yes.
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain?
Heart,
Right, heart.
lungs,
Lungs?
liver, nerves.
This is great.
Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs.
He does not sound
Liver,
confident enough to keep us alive, man.
Heart.
You're terrible at this.
I know. I'm
doing my best.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Hot.
Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Trust him. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart. Lungs.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door!
Alright, guys.
Heart. Lungs.
Do we slay her or do we leave the cabin?
Heart. Lungs.
Megan earlier said to run off into the sunset. Taro says to be together. I mean, I think we leave, yeah. I'm going with Limit. He chimed in and said leave.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually done
And the narrator is disappearing?
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too.
You dead, bitch.
Itching against my skin.
You dead. The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
The hands just yoink her every time.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror.
Alright, same thing as usual.
But
You
it
always get
feels
scared.
calling us. And not in a good way.
But it's gonna be okay.
Okay. Can we trust you?
Approach. Approach. Gaze. You are nothing at all. Well, that's not really a good sign. But this isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, you can see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. We're avian in nature. I did ask that earlier, if we had wings, and if we had feathers, or if it was fur. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, fuck. Crack slides on the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Another crack forms, and another turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
I'm important.
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Do we only get so many questions? Don't want to destroy you. Would it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me or are you something else? I've met you many times. You've been the same all along. If you made me, then what am I? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What did the princess do? Did you make her too? What is this place? Where are we? What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I kind of figured that. God, I always knew I was special. Others like you. Something you said before. Has every narrator really been different? So many questions. Okay. Are you a god or were you a god? Why would you want to rid the world of death? Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. How am I supposed to rid the world of death? Is she life and we death? How am I supposed to rid the world of death?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
Okay. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be.
Right.
But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
But we're not people, we're a god, and we still were changing
So
her.
I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
If you've made us, then I want you to know this has been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? Do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't just be worse? How do you know? Wait, do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What? Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone know else about us? If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
That makes no sense. We only get so many more options, and every question we ask gives us like 3 more questions. Call this place a construct. What is this supposed to do?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Okay. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
We have 2 questions left. Goddamn, dude. Has every narrator been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you fail, but you'll be awake soon.
Yeah, we got the same answer as the last one. Okay, our last question. This is the one that we get to choose. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Lie. I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end. Yeah, we're going to see what happens.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
So afraid when glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long, quiet, vast, and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Okay. Okay, I have things to say that YouTube would not like.
It's been so long. heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't know what that really means. Missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
These aren't really answers, though.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? But don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them led us to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do that. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Okay, so many stories unfinished. Can we leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say-so in all of this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Still have so many questions and I need answers for make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh, shit.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
It wasn't a rejection of fear. You broke me to your will. You wanted to make the world suffer. You act as if you're of it all, but you're not. I'm not afraid anymore. Even if I'm not afraid now, the fear of others is real. We can't uphold the harm that everyone suffers just because we're beyond it. We won't engage in this remain silent. These are some highly philosophical choices, guys. The This is the altruistic choice.
Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. Will you strip the beauty of transformation just because some refuse to acknowledge it?
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
That's fair. I am not my body, but I feel my body suffer. I'm not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. But what am I if I'm not a body? I want to get to violence. I get it, there's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. No, I'm not doing that. But what am I if I'm not a body?
You are you.
You are weightless, suspended in the gravity of an idea that threatens to consume you. And you are alone. A tiny island caught between the death of the old world and the birth of the new. But alone is not helpless. When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose against all odds to defy me, to hold on to your inner self with all its flaws, even in the scorching light of my divinity. Without me, there are no externalities to resist, and it is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
I do agree with that statement. I still defy you now. I miss when that was you. You are shitting me that this is an option. You are actually kidding me that they let this be an option. That we can let her know that we like the Dami Mommy. You were consumed by your own ego. I won't engage with violence. I get it, there's no need for skip. No. I kind of want to choose it. No, I think we gotta play this a certain way, right? I think we do. So I still defy you now.
But in your defiance, I have already won. There is no power without resistance. Our actions feed each other into something greater.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
No, that's a terrible one. But without redemption, there could be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
I agree with that.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place, flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises.
Left off last night.
I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Okay, lingering. I don't want to linger. I deserved what you did to me. Yeah, I deserved what you did to me.
There is no deserve, no punishment, no retribution. There is only action and reaction.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go. How do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
I'm all of them. I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to
It's
hear
good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
What is happening?
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Say nothing new. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
What is happening, dude? What is this fucking game?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Are we gonna end up in the back rooms?
Do you need me to describe things?
I like that for old time's sake. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Explore, take the blade. It's just you and me.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Okay. If the offer... No, don't... You know what? Yeah, describe it.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
And some windows.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade. That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Enter the
stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Continue
And
downstairs.
down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Do we slay the princess, guys? I know the game is called Slay the Princess. Explore. I don't want to be a god. We'll start at the top.
Honestly, me neither.
Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
Couldn't we just stay in this eternity? Just the two of us forever? Don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Damn, that's a
Make me send us back to the beginning.
terrible ending for
before
just
we
these
woke
two,
up.
though.
Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Wouldn't that mean they'd be stuck in this, like, same dance for all of eternity, though? Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to suffer and die? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I don't want to be here with you. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Okay, let's do it. Agree on our plan. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. How do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
So this is our chance to continue or break the cycle. Okay, would resetting it do anything to help them?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Okay. That seems like the easiest way to do it, though. Like, if we can just make her do things, right? How do you know things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
She does continually state that she doesn't really care about our feelings, right? It seems like we're in an abusive relationship here, man. Like, she doesn't care what happens either way. She says she likes us, but then she says she doesn't really care. I guess it's just she doesn't care about the world. We'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Yeah, choices don't matter. Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Guys, are we gonna kill her?
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
We're at the end of our rope. Didn't the Echoes say, the narrator, didn't he say that if we slay her, then we are alone forever? Didn't he say that? So it's really then just a choice of selfishness and altruism, right? Because we kill her, everyone else is fine and death is gone, but we get left alone forever. You think we should just keep doing it, Taro? Think we should just keep doing the dance forever? Shut the fuck up, Megan. God damn it. Don't listen to you. We've done so much to try to keep her alive and be nice to her. It just feels a waste to get rid of her now, you know? That's all I can see. Can I save? Save it right here and here. Do what you want.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
I feel terrible now. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her... Yeah, small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Did she become a voice in our head? Leave the cabin. Leave the basement behind. then the stairs. Then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once the unyielding tension gives way. The room is shattered and you are free. Before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has strained your hands countless times over. There will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination. Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this. That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Nothing like being a schizophrenic god.
Yeah, we can do that.
Holy shit, that was the end. I hate the way it ends. I hate that that's what we get. I hate the way that that's in. Explore join main menu. Load game. Agree in her plan.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Does she kill us? She's gonna kill us. Oh, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
She said that when we killed her, but now she's all surprised when we say it. So then the game just restarts.
You're on a path.
Are you serious?
In the woods. You're here.
It really just nonchalantly does that?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time. Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here.
Yeah, those
waiting
are
for
literally
you.
the only options. Are just instantly restart the game.
So this is...
Or kill the princess.
So, whatever world you want to build with, despite our differences,
Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn. I am actually a little disheartened by the ending. Damn, dude. Had we just accepted her offer to, like, leave when we were doing the, like, boss battle duel shit with her, would it have been a different ending? Like, would it have been something else? I would really like to know. And we can't go back. Right? We can't just go back to that spot. Son of a bitch. God, I'd really like to. I didn't think about it, or I would have saved it before we did that whole thing. Damn. Alright. I guess that's it for tonight, guys. It's 9:40. We're ending a little bit early, but we started a little early too. I am so damn happy I played this game. this whole thing was a ride and a half. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Like, there were so many aspects of this game that I like. Now, after hearing and seeing Nicole Goodnight like that, I'm not going to be able to listen to her on the No Sleep podcast the same way anymore. I'm going to be seeing Dommy Mommy. We can't just, oh yeah, we can't just go back. All that shit just to end that. Yeah, dude, I'm thoroughly dissatisfied with the ending. I kind of want to Google and see if there was like another way that it could have ended. Like, if when we were both like talking as gods, if we could have ended it like in a significantly different way, you know? So I'm actually gonna go and check YouTube right now to check the other ending to see if there is any, because us restarting is extremely melancholic and sad, but it happens so nonchalantly, you know? Us killing her was good, but none of the options felt good, but I think that's kind of part of the game, right? Like, the way the game was played, none of the options felt good. None of them yielded the results that you would expect them to yield, so I think that's how they wanted it to end. Yeah. Guess you'll have to play it again. I'll do that alone. I'll do that alone. This is a top tier stream. Yeah, this one was a little different, right? Well, fuck. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I had a lot of fun with this, and I do hope you enjoyed it as well. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to play tomorrow night yet, but I'll let you guys know in the Discord. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just missed it, Emma. Emma, you gotta go back and watch it. This one was a 10 out of 10 stream, all right, for a dozen reasons. At least a dozen reasons, right? But all right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Thank you to everyone who showed up. If you're showing up late like Emma, I hope you get the time to watch it. It was a really good stream. I love you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. See you in the next one.